Hello, welcome to episode 2. My name is Jen. Jen Loves Yarn, and I am so happy to be back with everybody. You all were super kind in the comments and inspired me. I loved seeing what everybody was working on and the suggestions, and I would run to Ravelry, look them up, and there are several things in my queue now because of all of you. So thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I am going to just start with what I'm wearing. So I am wearing the Twists and Turns by Stephen West. It is an oldie but a goodie, and just beautiful. This was a mystery. Twists and Turns is the name of the pattern, and it was a mystery knit along several years ago. I don't remember what year. It has this really fun knitting. These took forever, but what a cool effect. And I love my colors, just that light pink and gray with a pop of limoncello. This is Sonder Yarn Co. is the yarn in a single ply. And it was just a super, super fun knit. Yeah, so that is a little bit about what I'm wearing. I'm actually not going to fuss with this and put it back on, but I will when I get upstairs to the office because it is super chilly. For those of you who are new, I am Jen. I live in northern Minnesota with my husband and my stepson and a couple of labs. And we like to hunt and fish and four-wheel and kayak and do all of the outdoorsy fun things. So really looking forward to this weekend. We are going to get out to the lake, and it's one of the last lake weekends of the year, which is sad. And this year weather-wise has just been a bit uncooperative. I mean, gorgeous while we're working, but then the weekends roll around and it's windy and rainy. So hopefully this weekend we get some nice weather. So last we met, you all blew me away in the comments. You were so kind, and just the sharing that went on with what you're working on and was so inspiring. So I'm going to put a little B-roll in at the end here so you can see what some of the other viewers are working on. I don't have pictures specifically from you all. However, if you want to do that, my email is in the comments or in the drop box below, and I would love to get and share things that people are working on. So I'll put those in at the end. Stay tuned as well. We're going to have a little giveaway this episode, so stay tuned for that. First thing out of the gate is going to be my finished object. You guys, have you ever knit something and been so sad when it's over? That's how I am with this. I need another one to jump on the needles promptly. Just give you a view here. All right, so this blue color is a monthly subscription club from So Happy Jane. The blue in the background in these two sections, it's appropriately named Stormy Skies by Sam of Lavender Loon. Beautiful, beautiful. This is all DK weight. And then this color that's running through these two sections, you can see the beautiful soft variegation. That is a subscription at one time that I had to Chelsea Yarns. So if you are not familiar with Chelsea Lux, I think everybody is. Maybe not. Chelsea Lux Yarn, Red Bank, New Jersey, an amazing dyer. I am a diehard fan of her Advent, so I do get one from her every year. And then you just come back in at the end with your starting color. So mine was the blue. This background color here in the last section is Emma's yarn. And the pattern is the Fog Line Triangle Shawl by Brienne Moody. And I was on a size 7 needle. But it's like when you read a book and you're going to miss the character. I really can't say I've had a knit where I just missed the rhythm of the stitches. So if you have a chance to or want to clear out and stash bust some DK single hanks. I know a couple of my fellow knitters are knitting this, and they are maybe a little yarn chicken in the one section, but we all made it with a single hank. So if you want to do that, just make sure you're on gauge. Gauge doesn't really matter in a shawl unless you're trying to squeak in under the recommended yardage. So, but I made it and I love it. I love my color choice. It's super fun. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what is on my needles. So we are going to start with the Farmer's Daughter Fibers August Sock Squad. And I had one of these on the needles last time. This is being held in my Tanny Casey bag. I love these little sock pouches. They're so fun. I have the other one barely cast on. I'm not even going to show it to you. The stitches are on the needle, but I have not joined in the round. So literally just cast on. But I did finish one. Yeah. Let me see. It's pretty true to color. This is just a vanilla sock. So this is where I was last week, and I was able to finish that first sock. I do on a vanilla sock. My recipe is 64 stitches, and I do a 2x2 rib for 12 or 15 rounds, depending on what I feel like. And the mini that came along just to heel flap and gusset with a rounded toe. So I really, really love Nancy of Knit Sip Happy, Nancy Wheeler. She's a wonderful, wonderful sock designer. So if you have a chance to check her out, go check out her patterns. She is somebody who doesn't like vanilla like this. You're always going to have a little bit of interest. I do a lot of test knitting for Nancy, and it's always a wonderful experience. So I am her toe. It's a rounded toe, her recipe, and it is the toe I use forevermore. So I like the fit, and I'll link her below so that you can go check out all of her beautiful sock designs. So I'm going to finish up the sock squad. Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad is, you get obviously one, it's a subscription, an annual subscription. You get one per month. You can start and stop whenever you want. The idea though is that you submit your finished object picture using a Google form once a month, and you're eligible to win a prize. And at the end of the year, if you have done all 12 months, there's yet another grand prize drawing, I guess I'll call it. But I am, this is August, and so I have roughly 10-ish days to finish the other sock. No problem. I knit these on conference calls throughout the day where I'm not leading a meeting or having to be on the keyboard. I should have mentioned the stitch marker is from the Knitted Butterfly. You'll see more of her stuff a little bit later, but Jess at Knitted Butterfly is super talented. You should check her out too. I'll link her below. All right, let's see. I have a couple of WIPs to share with you today. The next one is being held in my Aloha bag. It's crinkly, waterproof. Got it at the local sporting goods store. And interestingly, so I've seen these for quite a while at the sporting goods store, and just didn't pick one up. And then I saw that Rachel and Renee on table 10 had them, and I thought that is a great idea for boat knitting or being on the pontoon or out in the water. I like to stick my Adirondack chair in the water and just sit and knit. So I can put this in my lap and put my project in it, and it even if it gets a little wet from the dog splashing or people hanging out around me, I don't have to be super protective. So Aloha bag. All right, and this being held in this bag is my Badger in Bloom. So you might remember last time, this was my next in queue knit. And you guys, so first of all, let's just back up. So this is the Badger and Bloom, and I'll have all the details down below. The yarn that I'm using is, I'm going to go this side. The yarn that I'm using is the Cama Rose Snuff Nug, the color Bordeaux and the color Putter. But you guys, it's so amazing. The color work, as you see it here, repeats a little bit on the sleeves and on the hem, and the majority of the sweater will be in this lighter Putter color. So such a fun knit. And super chunky needles. Well, given what I'm used to, they're not super chunky, but they're like I'm on a 9, a US 9. And I guess I usually just knit socks and things, you know, 4 and 6. Anything above a 6 is a bulky treat for me. I feel like the progress goes super fast. But yeah, so I was able to get, I think that I have like very few rows left in the color work, and then I'll end up splitting for sleeves. So yeah. Super fun. One of you said that you're also working on the Badger and Bloom. A couple of you said that you were that it was, had been in your queue for a long time, and that you were going to get that going. So if you did, let me know how it's going. All right. So let's go to my next WIP is, I was not very far the last time we met on this. So this is my outline raglan by Jessie Maid. The last time we met, I was right here. I had just split for sleeves. I had maybe a round on the sleeves. But outline raglan by Jessie Maid. I am using this beautiful yarn is from Frankie Gray Fibers, and it is a DK wool linen blend in the color Onyx. So a lesson learned on this one. I have a couple of sweater quantities of black yarn in my stash, and I was really motivated to make this. I really love the drop stitch detail. I knit it on my Chow Gu Forte set, which is black needles, black yarn on black needles. So I will rethink that when I do another black sweater. The linen, the light white flecks that you see here are the linen in that fiber. Just made a beautiful fabric. It's so soft. But I will rethink the Forte set if I'm using black in the future. It was a bit hard to see. But let's back up. So I have finished the body. It is just a rolled hem situation. I got one sleeve done. More markers hanging here from the knitted butterfly. Also, this is knitted butterfly. So let's take a look. I have on the last sleeve, cruising right along, I'll be done in no time. But this detail, this drop stitch detail was super fun. And you can see it goes right down the entirety of the body. Try to put my hand in here so you can see. I'll be wearing this next time we meet. So I'll wear something white underneath so that you can see, or something with high contrast so you can see the drop stitch detail, get some good pictures going. But this has been a super fun knit. And you guys, this yarn from Frankie Gray, this DK wool linen blend it's so soft right now. And then you block it. I blocked my swatch, and it is going to be so sweatshirty. So super happy with this one. All right. That is all for things on my needles. I have plenty more on the needles, but we're going to keep it manageable today. And I'm going to share some of my stash enhancements. So there's quite a bit, actually. Excuse the crinkling. All right. So the first stash enhancement, this is so soft. Last time I told you, I'd mentioned to my friend Pam, asked her if she'd been knitting with Opal lately. We used to knit with it a lot back in the day. And she said, no, I haven't. And so she sent me that skein I showed you, not sent me, she gave me the skein that you guys saw last time. And then my friend Angie on Monday went to a yarn shop, and when she was running around the countryside, and she picked up this opal. So for those of you who know me really well, this is my jam, green. And love the opal. You can kind of see on the back. Let's see, get the glare off, what it's going to do. So I can't wait to make something with this. This is the opal. It's Tea Time is the line. So that is a stash enhancement. Also, my friend Angie. Let's talk about Angie for a minute. So Angie owns the Yarn Cabin in Bemidji, Minnesota. It is a lovely yarn shop. It is, you walk in and it just has the vintage vibes. So really beautiful sitting area where you can just sit and knit and enjoy each other, and beautiful merchandising space. But it really is a shop you walk into and go, I think I'm just going to sit and knit for a minute. So she not only owns the yarn shop, she is also the dyer behind Pearls and Pines Yarn Co. She also has, I belong to her monthly subscription box as well. And this one is called appropriately My Honeybee. But look at, I just want to look at these. I look at this and I just think, yes, if I were naming this, My Honeybee would have been spot on. You have, and look at the little details. This little felted honeybee is so precious. Her boxes are just so nice, and her base is lovely. But yeah, the black and gold of the honeybee, and all of the speckles and wildflowers that the bees pollinating is what it reminds me of. I just think it's amazing. But yeah, her base is a 75-25. So that's really lovely. And then in her box came, I don't have them with me, but they were little honeybee stitch stoppers. I have them on another project. I'll show you guys next time. So yeah, another stash enhancement. I also, let's see, where do I want to go next? I'm going to save these. I ordered, so Darn Knit Anyway is a yarn store. How lucky are we in Minnesota to have so many amazingly talented folks? So Darn It Anyway, I ordered this, My Generation box. So I am a Gen Xer all the way, and I am going to open this. I did cut the tape, but I haven't looked inside yet, so I was saving it to open with all of you. All right, the first thing I see is the cutest project bag from Darn It Anyway. It is, I love this. It is a very, very lightweight bag. So fun. So there's that. Looks like there is a pattern, My Generation scarf. So fun. So just a printed copy of the pattern there. And let's see what this is. Oh, some Katrinkles. So a little bag charm, Gen X bag charm with a cassette tape. It's so cute. And then, oh my goodness. And then Progress Keepers, a cassette tape, and a little, it looks like an Atari or Intellivision controller or something like that. Oh man, this is taking me way back. Oh, we used to fight over, we had Intellivision at our house, and I think we got along pretty well as kids, but introduced that game and there was timers and yelling and all kinds of stuff. Let's see, a fruit roll up. Oh, you guys, Darn It does, if you ever get a chance, look at these stitch stoppers. They're little cassette tapes that say I love you. Oh man, for those of you in the Gen X or Gen Xers, you remember making mixtapes? Casey Kasem was on the radio and you were timing it perfect and hitting record in your boombox so you could get all of the love songs recorded. The mixtape. How fun is that? Y'all, if you don't know Darn It anyway, you should go check them out, their website. They do a lot of really, really wonderful building of community. Their yarn store, first of all, if you get there, is right on the river. It's got lots of retail space, but they also have what they call the Maker's Lounge. And it is just a gathering place. And they have lots of classes. A couple of things to check out, though, if you're going to go to their website and look around. They host what is called Sweater Camp. Sweater Camp happens in February every year, and it is right in Stillwater. And it's lovely. It's 3 or 4 days. You can go in person or virtual. You can come and go as you please, but they serve breakfast and lunch. They have pop-up markets, and their lineup of instructors and speakers is pretty incredible. They do a really, really, really nice job hosting it, and everything they do is wonderful. Amy is just fabulous. Okay, these are amazing. Pop Rocks and Blue Raz was actually my favorite. Man, we used to have fun with these, and then your mouth was all blue. Okay, do you guys remember Oregon Trail? So you have died from lack of yarn. Probably not. I'll do a yarn room tour one day. Not soon, though. It'll probably be more of a winter activity, but you will see when I do that, there is not going to be any dying of lack of yarn whatsoever. How fun, you guys. It just keeps going. Oh, do you remember the 80s scratch and sniff stickers? Oh, we had books and books and books, and we put them on everything. Oh, Mom, if you're watching this, does this not take you way back? Oh, how fun. Strawberry shortcake. Oh, how fun. So this is the Slang-O-Matic. It's a generational translator. And I haven't opened it, obviously. But let's just take a look. Oh, how fun is this? We were just talking about this at work the other day, the ways in which we like to be recognized or coached or what have you, and how it's not a one-size-fits-all for sure, but it's also, there are generational differences that come into play there too. So this is, if you're a boomer, and let's just give it a spin. Okay, so in the boomer generation, if you were saying, yeah, right, the Gen X generation translated it into as if, and the millennials, I can't even, and the Gen Zs, bruh. I may use this at work. Or I could just use it to annoy Hunter, my 16-year-old stepson. That would be really fun too. Well, anyway, this box is so fun. Okay, and create fun. Latch hook. Oh man, we did some latch hook back in the day too. I remember a really hideous turtle. Mom, you remember that? Really hideous turtle with lots of mistakes in it. So fun. I'm going to do this, and it looks like a good size for, like, it says it's a wall hanging, but I feel like it could even be just a little table coaster or something. Okay. Well, you knew that they weren't going to curate a box that amazing without putting yarn in it. So how do you make it even better? Oh, I don't know. Add a little fiber MacGyver. I love Susie. Oh, she's phenomenal. So this is called Be Kind Rewind. Do you remember from, oh man, we're Blockbuster, like all of the movie rental places, they all had that sticker on the VHS. Be Kind Rewind. Oh, that's awesome. This is a 75/25. Oh, it's just, Susie is beyond talented. Yeah, let's just take this off. Look at it, you guys. Let's take it apart. Oh, look at that. Dilemma. See what happens for, you guys know the drill. I'm talking to my people. Like, totally content with my projects, showing you my WIPs, like vibing on those. And now 500 things need to jump on the needles because of all these acquisitions. So fun. Well, if anybody from the Darn It Anyway staff is watching, y'all nailed it. It was amazing. Thank you for such a great experience. All right, coffee time. Okay. So, next in queue for me is, this is where stash enhancement is going to bridge right into next in queue. So, sorry for the crinkling. I'm not taking them out because I don't want to lose the order they're in. I saw Jeannie of the Fiber Genie. Let me show you her label, Fiber Genie. There you go. I'll link her below. But this is the most amazing collection. And when I saw it, I was like, that needs to be a blanket. And it's going to be an obscenely expensive blanket. I couldn't help it, you guys. It's so good. So good. She's so talented. These tonals are just gorgeous. But what inspired me was how they're going to play. So I am going to make the Rain or Shine Blanket by Stephen West. It calls for 2 fingering held double. So essentially a DK. These are DK. And I'm going to put them in this order. I'll put a picture in of the blanket so that you can see the blanket. I think that what I'm going to do is, it's going to be a little bit of management to do this, but I want to take, I think there's 11 hanks. I want to take them and work them to the middle of the blanket so that every color is represented. When I get to the middle, I'll take that 6th color and just make a thick middle, and then start down the other side, mirroring what I did on the first side. So those colors are going to play. That blanket is going to be so vibrant and so fun. And again, like, I'll have it for a lifetime. So Jeannie is also like just so sweet. We have been friends for several years now and got to meet her in person for the first time this year. So she sent along Always and Forever. So look at that. She also makes really wonderful hand balm lotion bars. They're incredible. They are not greasy. They are just the right feel. So anyways, she sent this to me. Thank you so much, Jeannie, for the extra. You did not have to do that. You're so, so kind. And to prove how kind she is, she sent one for all of you. Jeannie is so awesome. Always and Forever. Okay, so to throw your hat in the ring for this, I'll do some sort of random generator on the next episode. And I would love it if you would go to Jeannie's Etsy shop, which I'm going to link below, and shoot me a comment of one of the colorways that she has that you really like. So check out her website, probably make a purchase, because if you can resist I need your willpower. Like, I can't go there and resist, but go there, check it out. Tell me what colorway available on her website you love the most, or throw in several. And I will do a random generator on the next episode so that I can get this out to you. Thanks, Jeannie. You're amazing. Okay, let's see. So last thing that I'm going to cover is the WIP Spotlight. Remember, this is the accountability piece. Like, I got to get through these WIPs. So last time I showed you my half and half triangle wrap. This is in my Fat Squirrel bag. Love this bag so much. And I made some progress. It's not a ton of progress, but it's progress. And that was the whole point of doing a WIP Spotlight. Okay, so the last time, so this is my half and half triangles wrap by Pearl Soho. I am using Pearl Soho yarn. It is the linen quill, their wool linen blend, in the color rhubarb and black. It's like high tide. I don't remember what color it is in particular, but I'll put it down in the description box below. So you work back and forth, back and forth. So the last time we were there, and I don't know if I've ever showed you, so I have 1.5 inches down my middle finger so I can do some measuring. So I just go like this, and it tells me I did roughly, I'm stretching it out a little, so it's a 1/2 inch worth of work. So there you go. Progress is progress. It's not a ton, but it matters. So I'll be working on this a little more. We'll get this off the needles before the fall for sure. So yeah, I loved too in the comments, a lot of you were saying that you had also had a half and half triangle wrap on the needles for forever. Nicole, Prof Pearl, Professor Pearl. If you guys haven't watched her podcast, she is lovely. Nicole and her sweet little daughter, MJ, like they're just, to watch them together is a hoot. She makes beautiful projects. She's a lovely knitter. She has also published several designs in the last couple of years. So you should go check those out. But she reached out in the comments and was like, yeah, me too. I've had one on the needles for a really long time. So I get it, me too. But we thought maybe we were playing around saying maybe we should have like a get your half and half triangles wrap off your needles, knit along. We're not going to, but we thought that was pretty funny. So anyway, I'm not going to do another WIP Spotlight. Every episode, the WIP Spotlight is going to be working through this until we pick another one. So get these back in rotation. So yeah, I think that is, I think that's it for today. Also, don't forget, roughly 2 weeks away. I don't know. I can't believe not this weekend, but next weekend is Labor Day. That like really puts the summer to rest for us. But it is September 1st, the start of October Vest. So this is my podcast highlight of the day is the botanical knitter, Emily. She is the one hosting October Vest. That is the knit along that I talked about the last time we were together. So just 2 more weeks, get your vest picked out that you want to knit on, or if you have a WIP, she's being super loosey-goosey with the rules, which I love. So that, because I have a beautiful vest in waiting. It's been on the needles for I think since before the summer. So I'm going to bring that out because I really want that piece. I want to be able to wear it. And it is green, of course. And it's Fiber MacGyver yarn. And it's Fiber MacGyver and Lamb & Kid together. And I can't wait to show it to you. So when that cal starts, I will go ahead and bring that out and give it some love again. So Emily, if you haven't watched her, I will link her below. So Emily, the botanical knitter, fellow Minnesotan out of St. Paul area. And she is, first of all, she's just a precious human. She's so sweet and so talented. She has a really passionate heart. I love that about her. And she hosts make and brew with you, or once a month they get together. She does this in partnership, and they get together at a brewery and just sit and knit. And so I really love that. She too is all about building community. So I just think it's lovely. And she is a maker. She's a maker. She is not just a knitter. She is a spinner. She participated in Tour de Fleece. That was super fun to watch. She's making a traveler shawl out of her hand spun. You guys really go check her out. She's super fun. The other thing that Emily's really, really inspiring me to do is to start sewing again. I have a lovely sewing machine right over there that gets maintained once a year and used every other. So I really want to get back to sewing, and I think I have a pattern that has inspired me. So I'll be working on that a little bit. But Emily, thank you for all that you do to bring content to us. It was wonderful watching your recent episode. Keep on bringing them to YouTube, lady. So go check her out, Emily the Botanical Knitter. And with that, I am going to leave you for the day. I hope that you have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. And until the next time, make what brings you joy. Thanks for being with me today.